Hello, welcome back to Manifesting Magic. My name's Sammy, and today we're going to be talking about what to do when you're trying to intentionally manifest something, but your old belief system, that old narrative, keeps popping up. Whether you're trying to manifest an SP, money, a new car, a new job, whatever it is, we're doing that and intentionally manifesting because we view it as not having it already, or else we wouldn't want it, right? So when you're manifesting intentionally, we all go through the same basic steps, right? We affirm what we want. We're crystal clear on exactly what we want. We send it out to the universe, and then we affirm and affirm and affirm. But what people aren't talking about, and in my research, I've noticed a lot of people do not talk about this, is when that old belief system, that old narrative pops up into your head of those fearful thoughts or that lack mentality or the scarcity, we are taught to affirm them away. Affirm through tears is what people say all the time. Affirm through tears, which is crazy. For example, so say you're trying to manifest money and you have a lack thought or a fearful thought that pops up, or you have a bill that you know is coming up and you start stressing about it. And then you're like, oh no, I have to affirm. So then you start going, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am abundant. Then you go through the steps like a robot, just repeating these affirmations, but they're not really landing. You're not connecting in here and in your subconscious mind. It doesn't make sense to you that you're having these thoughts, yet at the same time you're forcing these affirmations down your own throat. What we're doing when that happens is we're suppressing our true feelings, our old belief systems, because our old narrative took years and years, 10, 20, 30, sometimes more years to develop. So our new belief system isn't going to happen overnight, although we'd like it to. It just isn't. We need to deliberately work on this each and every single day in and day out. But how we do that is not by suppressing our true beliefs or our old belief system. When you suppress your old belief system, you are just shoving it down and down and down and down. And eventually that is going to overflow. You're never going to be able to clear that energy and that old narrative by just suppressing it and affirming it away. In fact, you're never going to be able to intentionally manifest with that belief system and with suppressing your feelings. So what happens when these feelings come up? What do we do when we're trying to intentionally manifest, but then we have these thoughts and feelings of our old belief system coming up? To start, you really need to acknowledge these feelings. We all need to acknowledge our true feelings. Say you have an interview coming up for your dream job and you're feeling nervous and insecure that you might not get the job, or you're scared of how the interview is going to go, if you're going to do good, or whatever it may be. And you have these thoughts in your head, but then you're trying to affirm it at the same time, saying, no, I got the job. I'm their dream candidate. It's already mine. It's already done. Law of assumption, right? Live as if it's already done. That's great, but then when we actually are faced with the 3D or faced with our reality, what do? You need to acknowledge these feelings, okay? So when those thoughts arise, what you want to do is, I acknowledge I'm feeling a little insecure about this job interview right now, but no matter what I say, no matter what I do, no matter what I think or feel, I cannot mess this up for me. You're bringing it back up, you're acknowledging it and nurturing it, and then you're replacing that with your new identity. You might have to do this multiple times a day. We have about 70,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts, and not all of them are going to be perfect and positive and our new identity. So when the old belief systems arise, it's really crucial to cultivate a sense of nurturing and acknowledgement. So acknowledge those fearful thoughts of that old belief system and then shift it by creating your new identity. If you're trying to manifest by stopping your true thoughts, it's never going to get you anywhere. Sure, you could manifest an SP or the money or the car or the job temporarily, but that's not going to be a long-lasting manifestation because we have not acknowledged our old belief systems. That story that keeps coming up and up and up. We have not nurtured it. We have not acknowledged it and then created that new narrative. So how do we stop feeling unworthy and undeserving? We need to start by looking closely at how we talk to ourselves, our internal thoughts. And then when we have those negative thoughts, how we treat ourselves. Do we get pissed off? Do we try to suppress them? Again, when we can start acknowledging our true thoughts and our true feelings, and we can be real and honest about that, that's when the magic happens. That's when we can intentionally manifest and create that lasting manifestation. There's no amount of shadow work and there's no amount of rituals that we could do to make our desires manifest faster if we are not looking internally and dealing with that old narrative, that old story that keeps coming up. And that's usually what gets people stuck in their manifestation, is because they are affirming and they think they're doing everything right. And then they look out at the 3D world and then they start talking negatively and they start doubting themselves and doubting the universe. Seeking external validation is just causing our old story, our old narrative to keep perpetuating itself. We are just creating more resistance when we keep looking to the 3D world for answers, for evidence, for whatever it is that we're looking for. We need to start looking within. When you get to the point that you know that everything you have is already in here and within you and it's already done, you don't need that confirmation from the 3D world. You don't need signs. You don't need proof. You need nothing. You have it already within you. You are the operant power in your life. We all are in charge of our own lives, and we are the co-creators to our life. We create our realities. No one else, just us. If we don't deal with our internal dialogue, then we will never ever change the narrative. Like I said, no matter how many rituals you do, no matter if you do the 369 method or the 555 method, nothing will change that. Only in here will change that. It's important that we're not leading with the ego. We want to be leading with our higher self because our higher self knows best, not the ego. The ego was the one who got us here in the first place. Once you get good in here and in your subconscious, like I said, you don't need validation from the 3D world. It's not real. Don't view the 3D world as anything more than smoke and mirrors. Always look within to find the answers that you're seeking. Always look within. That's when the true magic happens, and that's where the true power is. Again, you are the operant power of your life, and it's time to take your power back. I hope you got something out of this video. If you did, if you could please like and subscribe and share, it would mean the world to me. Thank you.